We weren't allowed to close our doors, not when we dressed, not when we cried, not even when we prayed. Privacy was rebellion, my father said. Shame was his favorite weapon. If he caught me shutting my door, he made me stand in the hallway for hours, a note pinned to my shirt, "Rule breaker." My siblings stared. My mother pretended not to see. That was the most degrading rule in our house. Not the punishments, not the silence, but being denied a place to exist without his eyes on me. I used to think he was just strict, a man who believed order kept the family safe. But then I started noticing the cracks. My brother got away with everything, staying out late, hiding liquor in his room, locking his door. No punishment, no humiliation. Me, a closed door was a crime. It wasn't discipline, it was control. Selective, cruel. The betrayal became undeniable the night I found the notebook. My father's handwriting, lists of rules, charts of infractions. My name underlined more than anyone else's. Notes about my attitude, my defiance. Beside my brother's name, exempt. Needs freedom to grow. That was when I understood. The rules were never about the household. They were about breaking me. I didn't explode, didn't scream, I started planning. Revenge, I learned, is best served like poison, slow, tasteless, impossible to trace until it's too late. Step 1, I played obedient. Open doors, lowered eyes, nodding at every command. He believed he'd finally won. Step 2, I collected. Bank statements left on his desk, tax documents he thought I was too stupid to understand, late-night phone calls he didn't know I overheard. My father, the man who preached discipline, was siphoning money from church funds into his private accounts. Step 3, I built allies. Quietly. My brother's girlfriend, she hated my father's hypocrisy. My mother's friend from church, the one who whispered too much. I didn't tell them everything, just enough to make them pay attention. By the time the picture was complete, I had everything I needed. The confrontation wasn't planned, it erupted. Dinner table. My father lecturing about morality, my mother nodding like a metronome, my brother hiding a smirk. And me, sitting there with the folder in my lap. Documents, copies, evidence of every theft, every lie. I slid it onto the table, right next to the bread basket. "This is who you are," I said. For once, silence fell in that house. My mother's fork clattered. My brother's grin vanished. My father's face went pale, then red. He reached for the papers, but I kept my hand firm on them. "Touch them," I whispered, "and I'll send copies to the board tonight." He froze. He knew I wasn't bluffing. That night, the balance shifted. He stopped policing my doors, stopped dictating my every move. He couldn't risk it anymore. Every look he gave me carried fear. Fear of what I might reveal. Fear of how much power I held. For the first time, I was untouchable. Months later, his downfall arrived. Not from me, at least not directly. Anonymous tips reached the church board. Whispers spread. Investigations opened. I never had to show my face. I just had to sit back and watch. The man who believed he controlled every door found his slammed shut, one after another. Resignation, shame, exile. People asked me if I felt guilty. No, because guilt requires love, and love cannot exist where betrayal lives. He taught me that open doors meant surrender. I taught him that every locked drawer, every hidden account, every secret could be forced open. Now, when I close a door, I savor the sound of the latch clicking into place. It's not just privacy, it's victory. I survived his rules, I rewrote them. And the most degrading rule in my household became the foundation of his ruin.